There's a great alignment between the majority of Catholics and the Republican Party because they line up on values. Catholics stand for the sanctity of life, for the sanctity of a marriage, for religious freedom, and they stand for social justice. Catholics will vote in much higher numbers for Governor Romney and Paul Ryan because they stand against the current government's efforts to limit the freedom of conscience of the people in our country. The Catholic Church is one of the biggest providers of charitable works in our country. And now the government is saying, if you want to continue to do that, you have to do it by the rules of our game, which is you have to provide to your employees that help you contraceptive services, different ways of affecting sterilization, inducing an abortion. The provider of the services does not have any choice. A lot of Catholic employers self-insure, so they're buying insurance, providing the money for these services for their employees that violate their conscience. It's also required that these things be provided to the families of employees, which could include a teenage girl who may be pregnant and want an abortion, and the abortion provider would have to provide the abortion at the expense of the employer without the parents even knowing it. That is in the law. I think what the Obama administration is trying to do to deprive people of their rights of free expression and the rights of their conscience is no less than a war. I think it's a very, very historic, a grievous offense against the sensibilities and the tradition that came out of the Constitution of our country. It's unprecedented. And it's on the heels of a case that the Obama administration brought where they attempted to define who can be a minister of a church and who can't. And the United States Supreme Court struck that 9-0. The question of birth control is not a question for a political campaign or a political party. That's a matter of conscience of individual people. And the debate about the religious mandates is not about birth control, it's about freedom. The Catholic bishops have said that, and they're absolutely right. It's about having the freedom to do one or do the other without having the government tell you which you have to do.